This is the staff quarters of Tambach Teachers Training College, where the retired president Daniel Toroitich Arap Moi used to live during his early days as a teacher. The house is now being occupied by Lois Cheboy, a non-teaching staff at the college. She wakes up early morning to sweep the compound that used to belong to a man who would later become Kenya's longest-serving president.
The house that you see behind is where I live, and this is the house that our retired president lived. And for sure, as a Kenyan and as a citizen of Kenya, living the house where a president, an honorable person, lived is an honor, and it is favor from God. So I really appreciate God, and I really appreciate for even allowing me to get this house.
Cheboy says the thought that she relieves the life of Moi in this house overwhelms her each and every day.
As I'm inside, and I could imagine where the president, how he was working. I walk inside, I sit, it's very comfortable, and I feel nice.
It is a desire that her children will take up after Moi and become great people in this country, including having one of them become president just like Moi.
Always it is our prayer as a family that one time, may God give us that opportunity that even our children will take that footstep, that our boy may become the president, or our children may be people in the government taking the footsteps that our retired president took.
Just nearby is the Tambach Teachers Training College, where Moi once served as the principal and is lauded for steering its upgrading in 1985 by facilitating the construction of the new buildings that they use till today.
In 1985, he decided that this school, we build this structure where we are now, and it is hosting the division block, the offices and the classes. It was his initiative, and he started this project without any parental funding. It was purely under his supervision, and it was completed. It was used in 1988 for the first time up to now. This is when the school, this new structure was used, and it's containing 20 classrooms, offices, and the staff room. And there is also sanitation facilities at the extreme wing of this building.
Michael Cheruyot, the principal of the college, says that even after Moi was elected president, he would frequently visit the college to ensure that those he left in charge of fulfilling the vision of the college stayed on track.
This impact here is felt by everybody. The history, you go anywhere, they know this is a school where Moi actually impacted positively. In fact, I am an oldest boy of this school. I was here from 1 to Form 6. And I remember those days up to my A level, the head of state used to just come. He could pass by, he could not pass by this school when he passes across here, and he would come with a lot of goodies like clothes for students. And that decision, actually, people still remember up to today what he used to be doing. He used to come and do the boys at the gate. He would come to the compound, greet us. So I think I am proud of that, because even as a principal now, I can remember with a lot of nostalgia that kind of interaction and what he used to tell us, and the vision he has for education, because at that time the school was very small in terms of population, but you can see now what he saw that time, it has grown into a big school, and the demand for the school from parents is all the time is high.
As an old boy of the college, Cheruyot remembers those visits with nostalgia.
We were looking forward. And that one maintained our history, because we used to say we have to behave so that when the head of state passes by, he knows that, because he liked discipline. So whenever he finds you are need, he could praise us and give us something for bread or the bread served.
Today, Tambach Teachers Training College prides itself as one of the best teachers training colleges in the country, courtesy of the solid foundation laid by Moi.
We pride ourselves because we are carrying the county in terms of being an old school and performing well academically, and that decision of the former president also makes people to know that this school will take this county another step in academically.
The management of Tambach Teachers Training College now plans to renovate Moi's old house and office to serve as a monument in his honor.
This is a person who has left a legacy, and we as the school, we want to keep this house as a monument for remembrance for the many years that will be coming, and our children and their children will be knowing where the retired president lived.
To renovate that building and to maintain as a monument so that when visitors come around all the time they can pass by that place, remembering the house where the former head of state was staying. And in fact, the old building, which was almost condemned, the management last year decided that we need to renovate it and reinforce it so that it can stay for many years, because that is where the head of state used to even teach from that office. His office is there.
For KBC Channel 1, I'm Safin Acheng Oma.